Hello, this is Lindsey Stansbury with Lifestyles with Lindsey. Today what I would like to do is go over the top 10 reasons that I chose to move to Florida. If you're living somewhere that is either too hot and landlocked or just too cold and wintry and snowy for your liking, there's a whole lot of the U.S. that chooses to come to Florida at some point in time as a vacation or a second home, even a permanent residence. People from out of the country come here. There's a whole lot of benefits to living in Florida. So I just wanted to touch on a few of the reasons that I came here and absolutely love my quality of life and my lifestyle in Florida. I grew up in upstate New York in a little town called Baldwinsville, right in the suburbs of Syracuse. It was absolutely wonderful place to grow up. I absolutely give a shout out to the Beeville Bees and everyone who still lives there. But as you grow up and you start working and having other responsibilities and obligations, sometimes the winters can get to be a little bit harsh and a little bit long, and it's a little tiresome to have to be scraping ice off your windshield, trying to figure out ingenious ways to defrost and defreeze the lock before you get in your car, having to shovel paths just to get from your front door to your car, and everything that comes with all that beautiful snow. It also can be a little bit challenging when it's a day-to-day obstacle that you have to overcome. So from Syracuse, I ended up moving to Oswego, New York, where I went to college. There you had even harsher winters than you did right in Baldwinsville. And after college, I moved down to Lynchburg, Virginia. Absolutely beautiful place. It's the home of Liberty University, and they have so many things to do in the area. It's absolutely a wonderful place, but I also love the ocean, and it was a 4-hour drive to get there to the ocean each time I wanted to go. After about 10 years in Virginia, I met my husband and I ended up moving down here to Florida. I moved down here in the December of 2012, and I moved to College Park in Orlando. It was biking distance to Lake Eola, downtown, everything you want to do, but I still have a heart for the ocean. So now we live here in New Smyrna Beach, and we're just a very quick drive to get from our front door to the ocean that you see behind me. And let me just jump right into my top 10 reasons why I moved to Florida. And I'd love to hear from you if you want to comment below so I can see what your thoughts are about the pros and cons of Florida versus where you currently live. Not surprisingly, my first reason is that the winters in Florida are magnificent. I'm a very outdoorsy person. My family loves the outdoors, and you're really hard pressed to find a day that is not ideal to be doing whatever you love, whether it's biking, walking, hiking, just playing with the kids at the playground, the dog at the dog park. So number one would be the winters in Florida are just gorgeous. Number two is the views. If you've watched any of my videos, or if you want to scroll through them today, just about everywhere I go is beautiful. It's so pretty. We have huge skies here in Florida. We're a peninsula, so you got the ocean all over the place. The intercoastal waterways have amazing natural views, and there's lots of botanical gardens here. There's also a lot of focus that goes into making our roadways, our bridges, our infrastructure attractive. So I remember when I lived up north, the drives, wherever you're going, it just, maybe if you're looking directly out your side window, it was pretty, but the roadways themselves, the overpasses, the infrastructure, they weren't made to be attractive. Where if you pay attention to things here in Florida, we are a tourist economy, and so they really put a lot of effort and thought and consideration and money into making things look pretty everywhere you go. Number three, I love the water. We have so many places that you can drop in your kayak, your canoe, your paddleboard. Of course, once again, I'm on the Atlantic coast. My husband's a surfer. So there's great places to jump in with your surfboard and actually catch some nice waves. We have boat clubs. So if you're somebody who owns your own boat and that's something you love and your passion, that's great. If you're somebody who loves boats but you like more variety, or maybe the full-time care and preparation and maintenance of a boat isn't really what you're looking for, then they have boat clubs. So you can actually join a boat club. You can buy whatever plan and program fits your personal family budget or your individual budget. You can switch what you play with each time you go out. So you could use a pontoon boat one time, a sailboat another time, a fishing boat another time. So you're not locked into, okay, I made a big investment in this yacht, but it's not always what I want to do. So you can be a part of a boat club as well. Number 4, there's something for every budget. So if you want to come down and you love the attractions, of course you can go to Universal, you can go to SeaWorld, you can go to Legoland, Busch Gardens, Disney, there's all of that. Florida has also made sure that there are many parks and beach access and intercoastal access that are either free or you're just paying a little bit, a nominal fee to park. So there's just no shortage of things to do. One of the things I also like and value and appreciate about Florida is the housing is very affordable. So depending on your budget, you can buy something that's $20 million, $1.5 million, or you can buy something that's $200, $250, and you can talk to your lender about making sure that the payments fit your personal lifestyle, your budget, and what you're looking for. Number 5, Florida has really good infrastructure. Anywhere you want to go, you can choose whether you want to take the more scenic routes or if you want to take toll roads. I-4, I'll talk about that a little bit more in my next video. I-95, there's just all these different options. So depending on whether you're wanting to avoid tolls just for the sake of avoiding tolls, or if you're wanting to avoid the highways because you prefer having a more scenic route, or you want just to get to the where you're going in the fastest way possible, you can always check Google Maps, make sure there's no accidents before you leave, and plan your route accordingly. This is a great one too. It doesn't matter what your income, what your budget. Nobody wants to give away money for no reason unless it's to a cause that they believe in or somebody they care about. So Florida has no state income tax. Sales tax that's only 6%. I've lived in other states where it is higher than that, so I know that 6% is good. Florida does not tax you on food, prescription drugs, non-prescription drugs. Those are exempt from taxation. Florida does have our beautiful winters, but it also has summer and rainy season. What's great about the rainy season here is when I lived in New York, I remember rain feeling like ice drops, and I don't like being cold unless I'm playing in the snow, downhill skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, something like that. Otherwise, I don't really want to be cold. So having to bundle up just because it was raining outside wasn't a joy for me. Florida rain is really kind of unique. So we get a lot of rainbows, which is just beautiful. The rain itself is warm, so it doesn't ruin your day, and it never lasts for long. You can pretty much count on the weather report being a toss of a coin, whether it's accurate or completely wrong. But it does seem to rain during the rainy season every day for an hour. And then it's done and it's over with. So you just bring an umbrella, be prepared, and then it's over in no time. If you are missing friends and family because of the COVID epidemic, Florida is open. So friends and family can come, they can visit, there's no excuse for them not to come because there will be something you can find that everybody who comes to visit you is going to enjoy. Another great reason that I love Florida, I do have allergies. My family used to always tease me for being a weakling and being just sickly and this and that. And it's just because we had a lot of pets. My mom loves animals and I'm allergic to all of them. When I came to Florida, living in this peninsula environment, my allergies immediately were reduced, not eliminated, but reduced. Since I have moved to the coast, it's absolutely a 180 of my quality of life. So I'm allergic to the oak pollen and the pine pollen. We'll talk about those in my next video. But the salty air seems to just really make life a lot more comfortable for me, and I've heard other allergy sufferers tell me the same thing. And then number 10, did I mention the coast? I absolutely cannot think of a better way to de-stress, to take the pressure off, to just set aside your to-do list, set aside all the things that come with adulting in our day-to-day life, and just, you're never far from the coast. No matter where you are in Florida, it's about an hour, maybe a teensy bit more to get to the coast and actually have your toes in the sand, have the waves in the background. You can have a margarita, you can just relax, and it just takes a weight off your shoulders. And then when you need to, get back to life again. I hope this helps. This is my top 10 reasons that I moved to Florida and love Florida. And I hope that, you know, it gives you some food for thought. My next video, I'll talk about some things that I wish I had known before moving to Florida, because those are good to talk about as well. Because you want to make sure that when you come here, you're ready to be here, you love it here, and it's a major improvement in your quality of life. So thanks for watching. If you liked what I had to say and you like this video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm going to make my next video very soon for you. I've been working real estate ever since I moved to Florida, and it's absolutely a passion and a joy to help people find their Florida home, their dream home, their next home, their first home, investment properties. It's just an exciting journey, and I'd love to help you through that.